He had never seen terror in a billionaire's eyes, but today Henry saw it clearly. "Please," Victor Hale whispered, voice cracking as he knelt beside his collapsed daughter. "Please help her! Someone!" 7-year-old Lily lay on the mechanic shop's concrete floor, her small body trembling. Her tiny braces, pink and decorated with stickers, were twisted, one strap tangled painfully around her ankle. Henry dropped his wrench instantly and rushed over. "I've got her," Henry said firmly, already sliding his strong arms underneath the crying little girl. Oil still smudged his fingers, but his touch was gentle, steady, like a father who understood fear too well. Victor watched breathless as the rough-handed mechanic lifted his disabled daughter as if she were glass. And that was the moment everything changed. Henry Walker wasn't used to rich people stepping into his dusty little garage. The cracked concrete, faded posters, and smell of metal and gasoline didn't exactly attract the kind of people who lived behind gated mansions. But that morning, a sleek black Rolls-Royce had rolled into his shop like a spaceship landing in the wrong world. Victor Hale, billionaire CEO, had stepped out, expensive suit, polished shoes, silver watch that cost more than Henry made in a year. But none of that mattered, because the first thing Henry noticed was Lily. She sat in the back seat, smiling shyly, her dark brown hair and pigtails, her thin legs strapped into braces. Her condition made walking difficult, some days impossible. Victor had brought his car in for a strange noise in the engine, but from the second Lily spotted Henry's German Shepherd mutt napping in the corner, the car was forgotten. "Daddy! Puppy!" Henry laughed. "That's Rusty. He's old, but he loves new friends." Victor looked embarrassed. "Lily, careful. You know your legs." But Lily was already scooting toward Rusty, braces clinking as she moved. Victor tensed, ready to catch her. Henry stepped forward gently. "It's okay. I've got her." He knelt beside Lily, guiding her slowly as she lowered herself to the ground. Rusty rested his big head in her lap, and Lily giggled, a sound so pure it filled the entire shop. Victor exhaled shakily. "I'm not used to people helping her." Henry smiled. "I'm not helping. I'm just letting her be a kid." That was the first moment Victor realized Henry saw Lily, not her disability. For the next hour, Henry worked on the car while Lily played with Rusty, but she kept stealing glances at him, curious, bright, trusting. "Mr. Henry?" she called suddenly. "Yes, sweetheart?" "Can you teach me to walk better?" Henry froze. Victor's head snapped up. "Lily!" "No," she insisted softly. "He's gentle. He knows how to help things." Henry swallowed hard. Lily didn't know, but Victor did know that Henry had once spent 2 years doing physical therapy exercises with his own daughter, the daughter he lost. He wiped his hands on a rag. "I don't know if I can teach you, but I can help you stand a little steadier." Lily smiled, and Henry couldn't say no. He guided her very slowly, demonstrating how to shift weight from one brace to the other. Victor hovered nervously nearby, clutching his hands. But Henry's voice was calm. "You're strong, Lily, stronger than you know." She took 3 steps, then 5. Victor's eyes shined with disbelief, and then it happened. Lily took one more step, but her ankle twisted, her brace catching the edge of a toolbox. She cried out and collapsed. Victor lunged forward, panicked, and Henry reacted faster. Now, in the climax moment, Henry held Lily close, whispering soothing words while Victor watched helplessly. "It's okay, sweetheart. Don't move that ankle. I've got you." Victor's breath shook. Did she? "Just a twist," Henry said gently. "Let me fix the brace." Lily sobbed into his chest, her hands clutching Henry's shirt. Victor knelt beside them, voice trembling. "Lily, baby, I'm so sorry." She shook her head. "Daddy, I walked." Victor closed his eyes as tears fell freely. She was right. She had walked. Not because of medical therapy or specialists, because Henry believed she could. Victor insisted on taking Henry and Rusty home that evening, said he wanted to thank him properly, but Henry refused gently. "You don't owe me anything." Victor stared at him. "I gave her something I couldn't buy. Hope." Over the next week, Victor returned again and again, not for car issues, but so Lily could spend time with Henry. Henry taught her exercises, encouraged her, cheered her on when she made progress, and comforted her when she stumbled. One afternoon, Victor watched from the doorway as Lily held on to Henry's hands and took 7 slow steps on her own. 7. Her face glowed with pride. Victor turned away to hide the tears. One evening, after a particularly good session, Victor cleared his throat awkwardly. "Henry, I have an offer for you." Henry frowned. "If it's money—" "It's not money," Victor said quickly. "It's a job. I want you to be Lily's personal mobility coach, full-time. I'll triple your current income, and you'd live on the property, close, but with your own house. Your dog is welcome too." Henry stared in stunned silence. "I've seen the best specialists money can buy, but none of them gave her what you did. She trusts you. You make her brave." Henry's voice cracked. "I lost my daughter years ago. Helping Lily feels like getting a second chance to give love somewhere." Victor nodded softly. "Then take this second chance." Henry finally smiled. "For Lily? Yeah, I'll do it." On the first day of his new job, Henry stood in the Hale Mansion's backyard, watching Lily walk towards him using brand new braces Victor had ordered, sleek, colorful, adjusted exactly to Henry's recommendations. Rusty trotted beside her proudly. Lily giggled. "Mr. Henry, look how strong I am." Henry held out his arms, breath catching. "You're incredible, kiddo." And she was. As Victor watched them from the patio, he whispered, "What happened next melted my heart." Because sometimes the people who fix engines are the same people who fix families.